Okay. Well, we're going to address a problem without even telling me what the problem is. Come on up, Elizabeth. Have we ever done this before with you? Oh, we have?
It worked really well. This is a different problem, though.
Okay. Yeah, you can't ever go back to the same one.
That's
Usually
true.
we change them, you know.
There's always seems to be another one to take its place.
Well, the deal is we're unloading the pile. Guys, when I first started, I had a lot of emotional issues. I really did. I mean, I was easily upset. Things easily bothered me. And now it's not that way. I have emotional state control. First of all, I got rid of all the triggers, all the emotional states. Now, guys, you do one or two things. If I kept this, and I would keep adding to this, you know that, and you start building a house around this big problem, the next thing you know, you got a mansion and you're miserable in it. Or you go back and release it, and then as in the seminar, I definitely make it really important for you to get you a journal. And it's called a happy journal. You put good things in it, because if you practice feeling good, guess how easy it will be to feel good? A lot easier. If you practice and rehearsing and feeling horrible about your life, it's going to be easy to feel horrible. It's a skill. So, interesting. All right, so now we have a problem. And we're going to do it without telling us what it is, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. So, guys, you do one problem. Pick out a problem. Pick out a big one. Pick out a small one. Pick out whatever you can handle. Right. So, you think about it, right? So, as you think about it, 0, I can't feel it. 10, really strong. How do you know?
It hurts. It's sadness.
You feel sadness right here.
Yeah, and guilt.
Guilt. Okay. Now, she gave us 2 emotions. Right? I had no idea. Anybody know what it is? No? Okay. Now, what I want you to do is step into the memory that represents this. Step into the memory that represents whatever you're addressing. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt then or now. Notice where you feel it at. Got it? All right, now we're going to tap. Everybody tap with me. Say, I release and let go.
Release and let it go.
All the sadnesses.
All the sadnesses.
Beside the eye, I release and let go.
Release and let it go.
All the fears.
All the fears.
Under the eye, release and let go.
Release and let it go.
All the emotional traumas.
All the emotional traumas.
Collarbone, I release and let it go.
I release and let it go.
All the helpless feelings.
All the helpless feelings.
Rejections.
Rejection.
Abandonments.
Abandonments.
Betrayals.
Betrayals.
Everything else.
Everything.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
Deep breath. Peace.
Peace.
All right, check it again. Now go back to the image. Is there the picture still there?
Yeah.
Was it in color a while ago?
Yeah.
Is it in color now?
Yeah, not as vividly.
Okay, so in your mind the image changed a little bit, and you still feel some emotions with it?
Yeah, but just a little residual, just like a 4.
All right, instead of a 10, it's a 4. All right, feel the feeling. Now, guys, with you, just feel the feeling. Let go of the feeling.
Let go of the feeling.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
And the nice thing about this memory, or this experience, it's over.
It's over.
I'm here in this room.
I'm here in this room.
And we're all letting it go.
We're letting it go.
And I'm safe. Deep breath.
I'm safe.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, now remember that experience and see if it bothers you.
No.
No. Now there's somebody involved with the experience? All right, now in your mind, can you see that person? And good emotions, bad emotions, what do you feel?
Good emotions.
All right, just send that person from your heart more good emotions. Just send it to them.
Okay. Yeah.
And then send it to you while you're in that memory too. All right, it's okay now.
It's okay now.
It's over.
It's over.
And it's safe for me to heal.
It's safe for me to heal.
And I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Deep breath. Peace.
Peace.
Is that good?
Thank you.
Give her a hand. The thing is, guys, if you can change a problem, like, you know, I do personal counseling too, and I will have clients come in. This is what I usually have them do. I have them write a list of all the bad experiences in their life, everything that they can think of. It doesn't matter if you talked about it in therapy. It doesn't matter if it happened to you when you're 5 years old, 2 years old, or before you existed. And I write an exhaustive list, every emotion, every event, everything. And usually within that session, we would have cleared out 90% of it, or a good majority of it. And the cool thing is, when you go back to it, you say, well, I just can't believe I used to let that bother me. I mean, it was that big. Major, major changes. And it's very powerful.
I was wondering, Robert, when you the first workshop we did like this, I was trying to explain to someone the next day what I worked on. I couldn't remember what it was. And yet it was serious to me, you know, that day that I was working on it. So I'm just wondering how many people had that experience, that they not only take the trauma out, they actually delete the whole painful memory.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's interesting how the mind works too. The unconscious mind. How many of you remember what you ate for lunch 3 weeks ago on Wednesday? Anybody? Yeah, right, Dan. Oh, you eat the same thing every day. Okay. Now, it's interesting that we forget a lot of things. And sometimes the mind says, you know what, that ain't even worth keeping. It had a meaning. Now, this memory here, now I went to this memory and I released the emotions with it. And I made it positive for me. Instead of the hammer, he's sitting over and he's sharing with me and letting me know that he had a bad life. And he didn't mean to. He was just having a bad day. And so there's forgiveness in there, because I, too, used to act just like him. And you can ask my kids. But I'm not that same person anymore, because inside me, I learn how to forgive myself. Because what is ultimate forgiveness? Forgiveness is letting go of the stuff in me. And if you let it go, you will build new relationships. You will make decisions that will be healthy for you. No more sabotaging yourself. No more punishing yourself. No more guilting yourself. No more being mean to yourself. Because the main premise that I operate from is this: love yourself. Love your thoughts. Within your thoughts. And I believe, this is my belief, I believe God's within us. And I believe that when you operate from loving yourself and honor what God has created, love within your thoughts, love within your deeds, love within your actions, love in every part of your body. If you reject your body, if you reject yourself, if you condemn yourself, you're really condemning you. And the other part is that I'll love you, I'll love my neighbor, I'll love my whoever it is that pushes my buttons at the same rate, at the same level I love myself. Now, if I'm mean to myself, if I condemn and criticize myself, if I keep bad memories inside my mind, guess what I will do to you? The same thing. I believe and I know that every one of you are great. And you're doing a great job. You're really good. And that's what I say about myself too. I used to be really good at being whatever it was I was being. But I realized there are no broken people. There are no people who are destroyed or evil or bad. Now, granted, my father and myself, I acted in a way that was unhealthy. But at the time, I thought that's what you're supposed to do, based on what I felt about myself. Isn't that true? Her mother did this to her. She did this to the daughter, and the daughter's doing it back to her. But really, it's Carol doing it to Carol now. The past is over. And that's truly an awesome, awesome gift, to realize the past is over. And it's really you now. And it's really time for all of us to begin to learn to have peaceful communication within. You know, we have Elvis Presley who killed himself. We have John Belushi who killed himself. And there's a lot of people who are excellent external communicators. But guys, if you don't know how to internally communicate with you in a healthy, loving way, we're going to have big problems. And we're going to pass it down to our children. And today is the day to make the decision to learn how to like you. Because you're really a good person, even when you're really good at being bad.